Hi, my name is G and welcome to the third Open Source Ecology 3D Printer Workbench demo. Today I'll be demoing some changes to the frame. Prior to the changes that I'll be demoing, the frame in the workbench was based off of the idea that you could use a CNC machine to cut out rectangular sheets of metal and then combine those sheets together with welding or epoxy. We can see on the D3D frame page on the Open Source Ecology Wiki images of the sheets of metal and examples. This approach to constructing the frame isn't ideal because it doesn't allow for easy disassembly of the frame later. Therefore, Open Source Ecology has been standardizing on an alternative mechanism to construct the frame, which is by using these angled bars of iron and combining those bars together with 3D printable corners, or angle frame connectors, as seen on this wiki page. So without further ado, let's get into FreeCAD and load up the 3D printer workbench. I'll click the Add Frame button, and we'll notice that the model doesn't look much different than last demo. However, if I select the frame, there's a new Has Corners property that defaults to false. If I were to toggle this to true, we'll notice the model updates with the 3D printed corners accordingly. We also notice that it'll take a couple seconds for the model to update because rendering this out is computationally expensive. We'll also observe that there is a thickness and width property. The thickness property controls the thickness of each angled bar, and the width property controls the width of each angled bar. So let's try and scale this frame up. Let's say we want to jump from 1 inch dimensions to 1 foot to 2 foot, and then let's double the size of the 3D printed corners by setting the thickness from 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, and then let's bump up the width from 1.5 inches to 3 inches. So cool, that was pretty easy. Next I will demo how to attach axes to the frame. So let's go to the front face and attach a z-axis. So I could select any one of the faces I see here, either a bar or a corner, it doesn't matter, and click the z-axis button. Similar for the x-axis on the top face. And we'll also observe that the top corners have little flaps or brackets that allow the y-axes to be attached to. The workbench will automatically align the holes together when we add or attach the y-axis. So I'll go ahead and add the rest of the axes to go ahead and finish out the D3D Pro. And just like that, I was able to readjust the size of the frame and attach a set of axes to it. That's pretty much the bulk of the changes this time, so let me know in the video if you have any questions or comments or feedback, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.